Hi, good morning. This is Mayur Mehta. Welcome to Good for Nothing. Do you know, on an average, a person spends 4.5 hours online? Now, due to COVID-19, the amount of time spent online has accelerated, and a lot of businesses who were not online, they have started coming online to start their own businesses, and those who were doing business online, they have made online a primary way of doing business. Now, as a marketer and a small business, how do you influence the customer's buying decision? Now, you need to understand one thing, that the time spent online has increased to 4.5 hours, but the attention span of customers has reduced from 12 seconds to 8 seconds. So question is, as a small business owner and a marketer, how do you influence customers buying decisions? So let's get into it. And before we share those details, please subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon so that once we upload the video, you'll be the first one to get notified. So let's get started. So as a marketer and small business, how do you influence the customer's buying decision? Anyone who is in marketing, they know the role they play in influencing the customer's buying decision, and influencing a customer's buying decision can either make or break a sale. Now, the most important part here is that as a marketing guy, you have to influence the customer's buying decision across the marketing funnel, from the point they come in contact with your brand, from brand awareness to consideration to taking a decision, and then taking call of action, that is buying your product and services. But how do you do that? Now, in an old classic model, or in an old marketing, which was mostly used by P&G and Unilever, the customers buying decision was used to get influenced by 3-step process. The first one was when customers used to see an ad on television or newspaper, or they used to listen to the ad on the radio, and they used to get influenced to buy a product or services, and that was called a stimulus. Once they used to see that product on television on an ad, basically they used to go to the outlet, they used to see the product, compare the price and packaging, and they used to bring the product to home, and that was called the first moment of truth. The third step was when they used to use that product and services, and either they used to get a bad experience or good experience, and they used to share with their friends, family and network, and that was called a second moment of truth. So as a marketer, when they used to follow this 3-step process, from stimulus to first moment of truth to second moment of truth, they were successful. Lot has changed in last few years, but one thing has not changed: the way marketing is done. Marketing is all about value, reaching customers at the right place at the right time. Today, the way consumers buy product and services has changed. It is not just about looking the ad on television, going to the market and outlet to check the price and packaging, and then buying your product and services, and then using those product and services and sharing with their friends, family and network. A lot has changed in last few years. And coined back in 2011 and started in 2000 with the rise of smartphone and social media, Google came out with a terminology which is called zero moment of truth. Now, zero moment of truth is nothing but the moment in buying process. It's about what influences customers buying decision. Now, these sources are very powerful, and if any marketers or small businesses can use these sources, they will be very successful in today's time to influence the customer's buying decision. Now, zero moment of truth is something like a customer, before buying a product or services, they go online to check about product reviews, endorsements, and they compare prices of the brand online as well. And last but not the least, today they search on Google. So Google is their primary source of information. And do you know, a shopper or buyer takes 10.4 sources of information before deciding to buy your product and services. And in travel and hospitality industry, the sources of information has increased to 40. Let's take an example of our own self. We want to purchase for example, any product or services. Let's take an example for smartphone. We look at either an ad on television or online on smartphone, and basically we go to shop or outlet to check out the product and services. Now, even when we are talking to sales guy, we are looking on our smartphone for reviews, for endorsements, for social proof whether the product is good or not, and even we compare the prices. So this micro moments, which is called the zero moment of truth, all these sources of information plays a huge opportunity towards marketers who can use these sources of information to influence the customer's buying decision. So use this information, and as a marketer, position your brand in front of your prospective customers. Hope this information was very useful. Till then, keep punching. Have a great day for yourself. Bye bye.